Notice that a lot of people, although they want to do yoga or they want to move, they find some of the poses or some of the efforts to be overwhelming. So I said, why don't we do it on a chair and we'll still have the benefits. I will try to cue you as much as possible and give you options, and you'll decide which of the options you would want for your body. Let's start. Okay, so our theme for today is learning how to hold the pose, but not the breath. Okay. Because otherwise, the things that we are going to do today will just be another stretching exercise. But what makes the chair yoga special is that we are able to do the poses while still breathing. Alright, so let's start with, I'll just move back a bit so you can see the entire knee. Let's try to wake up our toes. Can you bring all 10 toes up? Okay, and then as you exhale, really curl all 10 toes down. Like you're not just planting the toes back on the floor, but you're really curling them and just feeling all the muscles in that area of your body. One more time. Inhale, turn the toes to face, all 10 toes to point to the ceiling, so we're flexing them. And then as we exhale, curl them, so almost all 10 toes are pressing on the floor. Alright, so we just did pointing and flexing. This time, extend both feet out. Okay, we're going to point at the ankle area. Okay, over here, point, and then flex at the ankle. So now all 10 toes are pointing up. When you point, like the rest of your feet are pressing on the floor. And when we flex, all 10 toes are pointing to the ceiling. Okay, we'll do that one last time. Inhale, point. And as we exhale, flex. Right. This time, we're going to point and flex the knee area. Okay? So, when we point, we extend the entire leg out. Okay? For others, if they have difficulty with they have tight hamstrings, you can just bring the foot down a little lower. Okay? And as you exhale, flex. You may want to, you're flexing the knee but pointing the ankle. One more, inhale, point the toes, flex the ankle, and straighten the knee. And bend the knee, point the ankle. We'll do that on the other side. Inhale, straighten the knee, point the ankle. Exhale. Oh, it's the other way. Okay, even I get confused. And do this. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Point the ankle, flex the knee. And then release. Okay, now. So we're going through the different joints. From the toes, the ankles, the knees. This time, let's target the hips. But let's make it more exciting. So, extend your feet out. All the entire feet are pressing on the floor. Okay? Hold the back of your chairs, and it will help if you are sitting on the front edge of your chair. So, hold the back of your chair. Even lean back, your upper shoulder is barely touching the back of the chair. And then, bring one foot in, then switch. We'll just do that faster. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Or perhaps this is an inhale, still an inhale, and then exhale here. And then we're going to like really make it fast. This is what you call the chair version of running. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Did you feel that? I feel that. Bring your hands to your prayer area and feel your heart racing. I could feel it. Okay. And just keep on breathing. So this is what happens when we are stressed. Our heartbeat is racing. Okay? And it's okay if you're doing an exercise, but in our daily lives, if our heartbeat is racing, it tells our brain that we are in danger. So it triggers that fight or flight mode in us. Okay? And if we're always in fight or flight mode for the most of the day, eventually we'll get sick or we'll get tired. So we have to teach our bodies, we have to teach our mind that things are okay. Even if they're not, at least for the present, we have to learn how to tell ourselves not to panic. Okay. So bring your hands to the side, sit straight, sit on your sit bones, your spine is long and straight, your upper arms are externally rotated, your palms are facing forward. This is what you call Tadasana in a regular class. Oh, my heart is still racing. Okay, let's just regulate our breath here. Let's take 5 inhales for 5 counts and exhale for 5 counts. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that on your own. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale. You may even close your eyes. In and out. Why don't we make the exhales 8 counts? So 5 counts to inhale and 8 counts to exhale. Inhale, in, exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Inhale, 4, 5. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And place your arms again on your heart and notice how the beating has, it's not as fast as before, as the first time. Okay. So the breath is very important. So in yoga, we're going to sync our poses with our breathing. I will cue you when to inhale and when to exhale, but just keep on breathing and notice if you're holding the pose or you're holding your breath. Alright? Because if you're holding your pose, again, you're telling your brain you're in a danger zone. You should have your flight or fight mode in your brain should be activated. Okay. But if you're breathing through the poses, you're telling your brain it's okay, you're not in danger. Alright, so let's move on. Right. Let's just learn how to articulate the spine. Right? So when I say, we have this what you call the cat and cow pose, where when we do the cow, we like arch our back. I'll show it to you from this side. Okay? So when you arch your back, you make a letter C with your spine. You see it? Such that your lower back, your pelvis is tilted to the back, and your upper shoulder is facing the same direction, while your belly is exposing the front side of your body. And when you exhale, we cat. We round the spine. Chin to the chest, look into the belly. Ooh, I feel that. One more. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. So try to sync your inhales with the arching. You can go on your own. And the rounding with your exhales. Maybe even make the movement bigger by bringing your arms to the side, to the back, and bringing your arms forward. Like really exaggerate it. Inhale. And when you exhale, when you round the back, you can even fold forward like this. We'll do this later, the forward folding, in such a way that our head is lower than our heart, or at least in the same level. And then come back to the center. Okay, are you done with your cat and cow series? You feel it? I felt how nice it is in my spine. Alright, now, let's work on our core. The core muscles are over here, and they help us with our exhales and our inhales. Usually we cue the inhales by bloating the abdomen area, and when we exhale, we deflate that area in such a way that we're sending the belly to the spine. Okay? And one way to do that is our next exercise, where we're going to use our core. So bring your hands to a T, and then lean the entire torso toward this side. You can take your breath here, and when you exhale, use your core to bring you back to the center. One more. This time we're leaning to this side, so we're not bending. The entire torso is still straight. The hip bones are still on, the butt cheeks are still on the chair. Okay? And on the exhale, use your breath to bring you back to the center. We'll do that one more time. Inhale. And when we exhale, come back to the center. And one last side. Inhale. The sit bones, both bums are on the floor or on the chair. And when we exhale, using our core to bring us back to the center. And release. Did you feel that core? Alright. Okay. So it's important that the spine is long and straight, so you can really access the core. Now, we're going to twist the spine. I'm just going to teach you that whenever we twist our spine, we first inhale to imagine as if we're bringing spaces in between the vertebra discs. And as we exhale, we're going to start the twist from the belly. So, starting from the belly, exhaling here, then the mid-back, the chest area, adds to the twist, and then the shoulder area, and then the forehead comes next. You can use your arms to help you hold that twist. So again, we're holding this twist, but not the breath. We're not going to stay here for a while, so just enjoy this. And on the exhale, release. We'll do that on the other side. Again, inhale, sit up straight. Your collarbones are wide and really beautiful. Okay? And then we're going to twist on this side, starting from the belly, then the mid-back, then the shoulder, and just hold on to what you can. So you can hold the pose, but not the breath. Okay, I keep repeating that. Really drilling that in the entire session. And then on your next exhale, unwind the twist. Alright, now, bring your feet, your knees wide, okay? And we're about to do something that you might like or not like, but just try it, okay? So first, bring your knees out wide. Your feet are, also your toes are pointed out as well, okay? And then, we're going to twist. Starting from the belly, then the mid-back, and then you can stop here. We're going to send this this shoulder toward this knee. Like that. We're already twisted. And when we do that, feel this shoulder really expanding. And then you can use your hand to help you use that like as a leverage. From here, option to leave the shoulder like this. You can even extend your hand out, okay? Or you may want to bring your hand overhead and feel the stretch on this side body. So we're twisting, we're bending, and we're stretching. Okay. If you feel a pain or some discomfort, go back to one of the first options. Right, so here, or just here. As long as you're still breathing. Again, we're holding the pose, but not the breath. Okay. So on your next exhale, unwind everything, and come back to center. So keep your feet where they are. We'll just do a cat and cow just to reset. We're doing a lot with our spine today. Alright. And then when we're done with your cycles of cat and cow, we'll do the same thing on the other side. So there's a lot of things we can do on the chair, no? I mean, it's like we're enjoying the benefits of the yoga poses even while we're supported by a chair. Anyway, so again, let's start to twist this time on this side, starting from the belly, mid-back. Mid-back is okay. Then let's send this shoulder toward that knee. You can lean forward, lean toward that knee. You can use either your forearms or your arms. Use that as a leverage. Your shoulder, this shoulder is already expanding. So option to leave your hand over here or on your waist, or even extend it for back like this, or place it overhead for a side bend. So we're bending, we're twisting, we're stretching. And we're breathing. And on your next exhale, unwind everything that you've done, the twist, the bend, the stretch. Mindfully and carefully, still breathing. Alright, now, let's, that's a lot. I can feel that. So bring your feet back together. We'll just say hello to our shoulders. Again, I know that we already stretched that out a while ago, but let's do some more. Okay, bring your hands to prayer. Now, when we inhale, we bring this arm up and we bring this arm down. Okay? And we keep on inhaling as we do this, like a windmill. And as we exhale, we bring both hands back to the center. Did you get that? Okay. We'll do that on the other side. So we'll lift this hand up as we inhale, and then we windmill them up And as we bring them back to the center, we exhale. Okay, we'll do 3 more rounds of that. You may close your eyes as we inhale and we exhale. We'll do the other side. Inhale and exhale. You may want to notice where your hands are before they go back to the center. Just becoming more aware. So again, we may be doing this with our hands, but we're focusing still on our breath. This is an inhale, and this is an exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Okay. Sort of like body awareness in a way, right? Because it's a shoulder thing, but as well, it's a mind thing. It's a body thing. It's everything. Well, anyway, we've come to the... We'll do one more thing, alright? We'll do crescent lunge. So, come to the front edge of your chair if you're not there yet. And then, bring this leg to this side. Okay, we'll do crescent lunge, but chair style. Okay, we're just opening up our hip flexor because a lot of us have been sitting for most of our days. So, we want to make sure, like in my case, my chair is a little bit high. So, I'll just use a block to elevate the floor. Okay. So anyway, so create a 90-degree angle with this one, and then come to the edge and allow one butt to hover, so that you can also create a 90-degree with this foot. And notice, remember we flexed our toes a while ago. Okay. Notice if you're pointing, the flex is more on the ankle or on the toes. Now, let us press on all the body parts that are on the floor. Like, when you do that, you'll feel more stable. Okay. So as we stay here, you may want to do this additional pose, just for those who feel like they want more stretch. So lean forward. You may want to straighten that back leg, just an option. But otherwise, if you feel like this is too much, bring it back. The point is just to feel a stretch in your hip flexor in this area. Okay. So I'll just do this. But again, if it feels like the pose is stopping you from having a smooth breath, just come back. Just go back to the earlier option. And if this feels like okay, why don't you flex the foot with this side and already activating the calves. That's a lot. Okay, again, you're pressing on the toes, you're pressing on the toes. That's a lot of balancing. And if you want more, only if you are still breathing, bring both hands up. Are you still breathing? If you're having difficulty holding the pose, bring your hands down. Just options. If you're able to hold the pose and are still breathing, you may want to do a back bend, but activate your core. But otherwise, this is fine. Woo! I can feel it. And then bring the feet back to the floor and just very, 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 very carefully, mindfully. Woo! That was a lot. I felt that. How are you? Okay, we'll do that on the other sides. As you know, we have two sides. There you go. But if you don't have a block or you feel like your chair is enough, you don't need to bring the floor up. It's just me. All right, let's set up. So this is in a 90-degree angle. This leg, your knee is bent. Your butt cheek, the front butt cheek, is hovering off the chair. Hold on to the chair. We don't want you to slide out. Okay. Now, send this feet back and this side. Is this enough for you? You're pressing on the 5 toes of this foot. You're pressing on the entire foot of that. If you feel what you want more, only if you want more, only if you are still able to breathe, lean forward and straighten out that foot. Only. If this is causing you to have difficulty breathing, come back to the first option. Otherwise, if you're still able to inhale smoothly and exhale smoothly, you can keep this pose. And then, the front foot, let's flex it so that you can stretch the calf. So, you're already pressing on the 5 toes, and feel that if you're stable here, decide, do you want to bring your hands up or stay here? Are you still breathing? I bring my hands up, just for those who are able to do this. Sometimes we have to be compassionate with ourselves. Sometimes we want to really challenge ourselves, but our body's already telling us, it's enough, I can't breathe anymore. So our breath is really a good guide. And when on your last breath for this cycle, undo everything really carefully, mindfully, slowly. Whew, I felt that. Whew, I'm sweating. We're just in a chair. Alright. I usually end my sessions with a chair version of sun salutations. The sun salutations, or Surya Namaskar in Sanskrit, is a series of poses which basically targets different body areas. Okay? And for today, we're going to do the chair version of Surya Namaskar. Alright? Okay, come to the edge of your mat, of your chair. Okay. I just finished teaching a mat session, so I keep on saying mat. Forgive me for it. Okay, come to the edge of your chair. Alright, I'll just move back so you can see more of me. Alright, so from here, okay, let's start in Tadasana. And notice if your spine is long and straight, if you're rounding your back, can you straighten it up so that your collarbone is wide and long? Your chin is not too high that you're exposing your throat. Your head is just naturally feeling like it's beautiful and it's enough. It's in a position where you can still breathe smoothly and deeply. Okay. So this is Tadasana. Let's inhale by bringing our hands up. Okay, this is an inhale. And as we exhale, we are going to fold forward. So when we fold forward, we're going to lean forward and then round our back. So decide how much rounding, how much folding forward do you want to do today. As we exhale, just like in cat and cow, we're going to arch the back, but we did not lean back. This is what you call the flat back. And we're going to bring our hands to prayer. Okay. And as we exhale, inhale, sorry. We're going to bring this foot back. We're not going to bring it all the way back over here. We're just going to flex our toes. I'm going to do this one cycle on the side so you can see me. But it looks like this from this angle. Okay. And then, as we exhale, let's come back to the center, lean back, bring this foot back to the center, and we're going to do the cactus arms. So this is like in a W, but try to bring your shoulder blades together so that your sternum or your chest area is out and out. Like really expose your front area. It's good for your pose. Counters all the punching that you do. Okay? And then, keeping this cactus arms, we're going to lean forward. Then send this foot back, flexing the foot. Are you rounding your spine? Can you keep your spine long and straight even while you're leaning forward? Okay. Our next pose is we'll bring the foot back over here and then bring our hands up. Alright, now we're going for the chair version of downward facing dog. Listen, listen. We're going to flex both feet now. Alright, and then we're going to lean forward. Woo! That's a lot on the calves. You may even want to make sure, you know, like how we do it in the mat. Our palms are facing forward, our palms are flexed, our wrists are flexed. And then, on the next exhale, bring the feet back to the center, lean back, come back to prayer, and then exhale, Tadasana. Alright, let's do that one more time, but I'll show it to you with me on this side, just so you have more idea, just in case. Let's start in Tadasana. So, a really strong pose. We're not just, you know, hunching or this is like being lazy. This is a strong pose. Inhale here. Exhale. One more. Inhale as we bring our hands up. Exhale. Round the spine, fold forward. Okay. Inhale, hands to prayer, flat back. Exhale. Lean back. Bring this foot, flex the toes of this foot. Your spine is still long and straight. And then lean forward. Okay? And then as we exhale, lean back, hands on cactus. Really squeeze your shoulder blade and show off your chest area, your heart area. I already brought back my foot. And then we're keeping this torso like this. We're going to send this other knee. We're going to flex the other foot as we lean forward. So whenever we're leaning forward, that's an exhale. Okay? And the next pose, we're going to come up, bring our hands up, the other foot back to the center. Now, we're preparing for downward facing dog. Flex all 10 toes as we lean forward. Downward facing dog. Notice if you're rounding your back, can you approximate that cow pose that we did a while ago? And feel this stretch in your side body. And on your next exhale, come back to the center. Bring your hands to prayer. Feet back on the mat, on the floor. And then come back to Tadasana. Yeah? Were you able to follow? I'll just cue you in. as we'll do 2 more cycles of sun salutation chair stand. Alright, let's do that. Come to the edge of your chair. Tadasana. Exhale. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, come to prayer. Exhale, bend, flex the toes of this side. Inhale, bring the foot back, come to cactus arms. Keep the torso as is. Bend forward, lean forward, bring the toes back, flex. Inhale, hands up, foot forward, foot back to the center. Exhale, we're going for downward facing dog. All 10 toes flex as we lean forward. Downward facing dog. Really feel the stretch in the calf muscle on the side body. Your core is long and straight. Exhale, come back to the center, come to prayer hands, and back to Tadasana. We'll do that one last time. Are you holding the pose? Or are you holding the breath? Again, let's tell our brain that we are not in danger. We have to breathe. Okay, let's start. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, round your spine, fold forward. Inhale, hands on prayer, flat back. Exhale, flex this foot. Exhale, come back, bring that back, cactus arms. Expose your chest area. Inhale, lean forward, bring the other foot back. Keep on breathing. And then we're going to come back. Bring our hands up, we're preparing for downward facing dog. Flex all 10 toes. Feel the calves muscles already. Keep your spine long and straight as we're going to lean forward for Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Hold the toes but not the breath. On your next inhale, bring your hands to prayer. Bring your feet back on the floor. And on your next breath, come back to Tadasana. Again, let's inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. On your last pose, we're just going to make a twist, simple twist. Again, coming from the belly, mid back, low back, and just hold everything. One inhale here. On your next exhale, look forward and unwind everything. Now we're going to twist to the other side, starting from our belly, mid back, upper back, hold. One inhale. And on your next exhale, look forward and unwind everything. One more. Let's inhale to bring our hands up. And exhale, hands to prayer. One more. Inhale. And exhale. One last. Inhale. And exhale. Thank you for allowing me to guide you in this short and sweet chair yoga session. Namaste.